Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're going to talk about something a lot of people don't realize. All carbohydrates, except fiber, break down into sugar when digested. And guess what happens if your body doesn't use that sugar right away? It gets stored as fat. I know it's not something people typically think about when they eat carbs, but it's super important to understand how carbs work in your body, especially if you're trying to manage your weight or blood sugar levels. So, let's dive in. Okay, so let's start with the basics. Carbohydrates are found in a lot of foods, bread, pasta, fruits, and yes, even sugary snacks. But here's the thing. Whether it's a bowl of rice or a candy bar, all carbs, except for fiber, eventually break down into sugars in your digestive system. These sugars, primarily glucose, enter your bloodstream where they get distributed throughout your body. The rate at which carbs break down into sugars varies depending on the carb's complexity. Simple carbs like sugar in soda or candy are broken down really quickly and cause your blood sugar to spike. On the other hand, complex carbs, like those in whole grains or non-starchy vegetables, take a little longer to digest, but they still end up as sugar in your bloodstream. So, what happens when all this sugar enters your bloodstream? That's where insulin comes in. Insulin is a hormone produced by your pancreas, and it acts like a gatekeeper. Its job is to help move the sugar from your blood into your cells, where it can be used for energy. But here's the kicker. If your body doesn't need all that sugar for energy right away, insulin helps store the extra sugar as fat. Yes, that's right. If you're eating more carbs than your body can use, especially in the form of refined carbs, they're getting turned into fat and stored for later use. Now, here's something a lot of people don't realize. They don't think of carbs as a source of sugar. When you think about sugar, you probably picture candy, soda, or desserts. But carbs like bread, pasta, and even potatoes are basically just sugar waiting to happen. For example, a slice of white bread might not taste sweet, but once it's digested, it turns into glucose, the same way a sugary snack does. The only difference is the speed at which it happens. Now, let's talk about ultra-processed and highly processed foods. These are foods that are often loaded with refined carbohydrates. Things like sugary cereals, cookies, chips, and packaged snacks. These refined carbs break down into sugar very quickly in your body, causing rapid spikes in blood sugar. Here's where it gets concerning. When your blood sugar spikes like this on a regular basis, it can lead to something called insulin resistance. This means your cells become increasingly unresponsive to insulin, and your pancreas has to pump out more and more insulin with decreasing effectiveness. As a result, your blood sugar stays higher than it should. Over time, this can lead to type 2 diabetes. And let's not forget, if your body is storing all that extra sugar as fat, especially around your belly, you're also at higher risk for heart disease and other metabolic issues. So, what's the solution? It's pretty simple. Focus on whole, unprocessed foods. These are foods that don't come in a box or a bag, like meats, eggs, fish, and non-starchy vegetables. By cutting out ultra-processed and refined carbs, you can avoid those blood sugar spikes, keep insulin levels stable, and stop your body from storing fat unnecessarily. To wrap it all up, understanding how carbs break down into sugars and the role insulin plays in storing excess sugar as fat is key to managing your health. By being mindful of what types of carbs you're eating and focusing on whole, unprocessed foods, you can keep your blood sugar levels stable, reduce your risk of insulin resistance, and maintain a healthier weight. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit that bell icon for more tips on nutrition and healthy living. And drop a comment below if you have any questions or want to share your thoughts on today's topic. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.